Hello everybody, my name is Donut Duke and I'm here to bring you Slime Rancher 2. This game is like one of my favorite game series of all time. I played the heck out of Slime Rancher 1 and I enjoyed every single second of it. I will say that I have played a little bit of Slime Rancher 2 here in the past. I streamed a little bit of it on my Twitch, Twitch TV, /Donut Duke. I don't do much streaming there anymore, so I thought I would start doing some more free-form content here and start posting more long-form video series here. You probably could go on my channel and see some of my Slime Rancher 1 playthrough. It's a little bit botched, but that's okay. This one I'm hoping to do a little bit better with. So as you see, I've got like a continue on my screen here, but we're gonna start a brand new one, okay? And we're gonna play through it together. Let's see here. Save icons. So there are a few that I really like in here. We're gonna go through and just kind of look. You gotta love it. The Tanuki slimes that they added, I forget what their names are called, just phenomenal. But for us, I think since we're panda themed, what the closest thing we could get is this little hunter slime, I believe is what they're called, and we'll do that. I'm gonna leave tutorials on because I haven't played in a long time. Tar and Feral, I feel like we should just leave on, and player damage we're gonna leave at 1. I don't want to reduce it, or increase it, so I think it would be fine to just leave it as just your normal base damage. All right, so we're gonna let it load here. So as you saw in the intro there, we got a strange letter and basically some information to let us know to come down to Rainbow Island. And so now we're here and we're at this observatory that seems to be set up to, farm slimes and make a name for ourselves as the best slime rancher, right? So this game's kind of interesting in the way that it's a farming sim, to be sure. It's pretty simple. You use your right mouse button to pick up slimes, and then if you want to, put them in these strange little corrals and stuff, you can just shoot them right in. You can also shoot them through, and they'll stop before they hit all the way through. And it doesn't stop us, but they seem to be blocking of them. Now this little guy, I don't think he needs to be here. We all enjoy a good pink slime, but I'm not trying to farm pink slimes. Their diet being basically everything is kind of nice, but I have no interest to farm the pink plorts. So when you do feed a slime, they drop a material called plort, and those plorts, we'll come over here, actually sell on a market. So right now it looks like pink plorts are only worth 15 of whatever this in-game's currency is called. I forget what it's called. We probably look in the Slimepedia here. And what's cool is that each slime has a full index of what that slime is about. So you have their the science on them about being, for example, these are the most common slimes found on the Far Range. Cheerful, docile, and easiest to ranch. Will eat anything you put in front of them, although they have no favorite food, and their plorts are the least valuable. But it looks like they're multi-purpose generic substance used to manufacture everything from food products to household cleaners. So it seems like pink plorts are pretty useful in just about everything, but it's not the most sought after thing. Resources, no. Well, I guess there's no point in me going on a deep dive to try and figure out what the in-game currency is called. It's silly anyways. I might be able to do a quick Google search or something, and it'll pop up on the screen here on what it's called. But you see here's our first pink plort, and we just kind of pick that up. And when we pick that up, we kind of just walk over here and we shoot it. And it shoots right in, and now we've made 15 big bucks. You know what I mean? So, we have our mouse here, so we can just kind of scroll through and do that fun jive. So the game's pretty freeform. You're kind of allowed to do whatever it is you want. No one's gonna stop you. It's pretty enjoyable. So we're gonna pick up some carrots here. These will over time decay and degrade and turn into dust, so that when you go to pick them up, it'll just poof in a puff of smoke. And there is a chicken around here somewhere. I can hear its feathers fluttering around. We're gonna try and find it. I can hear you. Well, if it is around, I'm not seeing her. Oh, wait, there it is. That's a little chick. So this is a chickadee. And they are much the same as slimes are, farmable and keepable. Although you're going to keep them in a different place than this. When you do shoot them, it does seem like their AI breaks for a second, or maybe they get stunned. I hope we're not hurting anybody, because I wouldn't want to do that. We're just gonna keep popping them in there. I'd rather keep a little bit of a farm for the chickadees than the slimes. And you see in our tutorial, it tells you to go out and explore the island. And we'll probably do that here in just a second. I'd like to get some things set up real quick. Always like kind of exploring our home base and seeing what all we can really, what trouble can we get into. We like getting in trouble around here, so we're gonna do just that. We're gonna give this guy a carrot. Go, buddy. And we're gonna give this guy a carrot, and we're gonna keep one on hand. Although I'm sure they're not hard to find. Alright, now that we've made a little bit of money, let's see if we can't turn one of these plots over here into a carrot farm. Or so, let's see here. So a garden is going to take 250, and a coop is also going to take 250. And early on, I find getting meat and that kind of sustenance for the slimes to be a little bit harder than it is finding fruit and vegetable. I'm sure later on we'll have multiples of both, but for right now, we're gonna buy a coop. We're gonna hit okay, and you see now we have a spot for all our chickadees, so we're gonna go pick them up real quick, and we're gonna put them in here so they can grow up big and strong. There was one more. Oh, there it is. My brightness might be a little bit high on here, and maybe you're all seeing it a little bit better than I am. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna find out. So another thing you do is once you buy and upgrade these plots, you can kind of change them into things. So yes, this is a coop, And yes, these chickadees will grow over time, and I believe there's a bit of an extended, not an extended, I'm sorry, a bit of an accelerated growth rate for chickadees in here, so that they grow up to their full size sooner. But them slimes, when they get hungry, they can really bounce. They're quite bouncy creatures, so we can, later on when we have some more money, we can buy some high walls for it to try and keep them from getting through, and to make sure that the chickens don't hop up on each other. You can also buy spring grass, which apparently attracts some little bugs the chickens eat, and they'll grow twice as fast as usual. And then the Vitamizer appears to make them want to lay eggs twice as fast. And then the Elder Collector seems to move elder chickens away from the younger generation and stores them in a collector. So that, because as everything else does in life, things get old and things kind of need to be handled. And so elder chickens will need to be removed, so that, because they won't, I say chickens, but chickadees, need to be removed because they're not going to be producing any other young, and at that point they are mostly just used for slime food. Unfortunately, it is the circle of life. If not used for other things, become slime food, as we all do, right? We're going to take a look around. I know there's some locked areas over here. Oh, and there's a full-grown one. We're going to pick the hen. Ah, that's right. When they get older, they're called hens and not chickadees. Strange noise. It might just be the wind. And just look at that. Slime Rancher 1 had this very fantastic scenery built into it. And Monomi Park did an excellent job at transferring that into their second game. I will say that I'm quite pleased with this game. From what little I've played, it has been an excellent adventure to see and partake in. And I'm really excited to continue. Oh, see, and then here's this barrier here. So it looks like this is the archway. So, looks like an expansion to the conservatory, and it's, ooh, wow, 1,800 big ones. So that's gonna be quite the adventure to get that. We're gonna have to farm up lots and lots of plorts and make us some money. So for the hen's safety, I am actually going to place these slimes over here. I don't want to get rid of them because they will just spawn again, but I don't want them to get hungry and be within line of sight of the hens, if I can so avoid. So I think it's almost nighttime, so we're gonna run back home real quick. We were doing stuff around the range or around the farm here, but I think we can sleep until morning. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Turn to the conservatory. It's still a little bit dark, you know, but it is only going to get brighter from here on. But let's go check some things out. Rainbow fields, shifting colors like a dream, fading just as quickly. And here's some carrots. So, like I said, finding fruit and vegetables pretty easy going and simplistic. While this is a farming sim, this is also a an adventure game, and so it's important to have some things that'll let us adventure around. Ah, yes, and these are some of my favorite early game slimes. They're pretty simple. They're called cotton slimes, and they're just these little bunny rabbit things. Their ears flop around. They are just the greatest. This game does a very good job at making the design of their slimes just the most fundamentally cute part of the game. Everything. Oh wow, stuttering there. I'm sorry. They definitely take on the Pokemon approach of every slime looks like it could be your friend. And I really appreciate that. Oh, look at this. I didn't know this was here. It's going to be a big old phosphor Gordo. These guys like to eat. And I don't think we can hop over him, but there is some stuff behind him here, as you can see. But he's definitely hungry, and we can feed him. But we're going to wait a minute before we feed him, because I'm not going to have enough to, feed him as much as he's going to want. That's for sure.